Okay, we're gonna go over a basic Pelacore exercise. So this is basic. This is where I start with a lot of my clients. There's two ways to do this. So I'm gonna show you the advanced way, and then I will show you how we kind of bring it down and why we bring it down. So we do a lot of breath work with pelvic floor activation in the first half of class or training, and then we move into stabilization. So what stabilization means is trying to train your core to keep it in a stable position optimally. So watch, that looks like this. If you bring your legs up to tabletop and your ribs are flared, I don't know if you can see here, we'll get personal today. So ribs are flared, back is arched, and you're feeling it more so in your low back. Little tense here, but not much. That's when we alter. What we want to do is not push the low back down. You want to push that mid back towards the mat, and you'll see your ribs come down into the hips, belly buttons drawing in and up. So it's a nice brace position in a neutral spine. What we want to get away from is really overly pelvic tilting and overly arching the back. So we're trying to find nice neutral spine and train the body properly and the core properly around neutral spine, because neutral spine is important. That's where you're most optimal with performance and in optimal with injury prevention. So the heel drop is one of the basic exercises we do in Pelacore, and I'll leave this for demonstration purposes today, which is fine. We drop 1 foot down, heel, and you're moving from the hip. You bring it back up and you switch. The goal is to make sure the belly button continues to draw in and up and ribs stay down. And also move from the hip. So a lot of people will do this. Bend the knee, straighten the knee. Bend the knee, drop, straighten the knee. The knees aren't moving, you're moving from the hip, and you'll feel the difference in the core. So another thing I look for is once somebody drops their hips, see that movement in the back, ribs start to flare. That's not the anterior core working. So we want to make sure you're drawing in and up. If that's too difficult, we start with 1 foot down and you do a single-sided leg drop. If that's too difficult, you start with both heels on the ground and practice marching until you're not getting the hip shift and you're able to keep those ribs pointed down, and you're also able to continue to breathe. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes.